Here we go.
Welcome everyone! We are the Grin brothers, and Raphael is blitzing his way through this mode. The ruins of old Tassel Town. Now how do I get Holly to show up again?
Well, you just did it.
For the life of me, I can't remember. But wait. Oh boy!
Didn't she forget about Holly?
Okay, I gotta do love how I'd say that every time. Yep. Whenever I'm remembered, I come back to life instantly, you know.
Such a broken power.
Oh, there you are, Holly. I was looking for you. I'm hosting the ultimate slumber party.
Do you not remember how much of a goddamn... I can't quite use the words I want to use
Wanna
to
come?
describe her. How
to describe Jasmine in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that as a choice of words.
That depends, I suppose. What is your party's overall theme? Is this more of a movies and cookies baking affair or a nail-painting ear-piercing party?
I think Technobound would be down for nail painting.
I'd guess the former, since I really recall your ears already pierced. Unless they were clip-on earrings, which I will assume they were. I can't imagine someone like you would have the fortune to receive an ear piercing like mine.
She's been shot by a cannon before.
My first earrings came with a sharp iron post thick as a first-year sea cow.
They just impaled your ears.
Just getting them through my lobes was pain beyond that endured by any human in the history of ear piercing.
Well, I guess she's dead.
It's where I got my powers. I guess based on that fact alone, I should really attend the festivities. You'd be lucky to have me after all. So, put you down for a yes? Pencil me in, but don't get your hopes up. I'll run and check my calendar.
You're dead.
I better follow her, I guess. Boy, handing out invitations sure is hard work.
When like 90% of the people you know are all douchebags, yes.
This is your problem, Shantae. You
hang out with terrible people.
You think douchebags are also your friends. They are not.
Just invoke, like...
She thinks she can do a Goku and just make everyone she beats up her friend.
I don't even know if inviting Rotty-Tops is really the best idea. I love Rotty-Tops to bits, but, you know, she's a zombie. And not the best influence on people.
And also has a bit of an obsession with you.
Yeah, there's that. Get wrecked.
I'm very, very envious now. That you can actually hit them.
This is, like...
No wonder it's Oliver. This is Shantae's true form.
This is like the greatest stress relief I've ever done, because everything just dies.
Ah! That guy has more health now.
Probably because I'm God and they need more health.
I think someone could become this strong just by putting pajamas on.
I wish I was.
This is your ideal superpower.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you're just going to have to remain douche with gun.
Douche with gun is fun, but not quite to the level of God tier pajamas. See, I dodged all that by accident.
Yeah, back to the Apu controversy. Yeah, people have accents. That's a thing. Apu having an accent doesn't make him racist. Furthermore, it's kind of unfair to see him as being a stereotype purely because of how he talks. That sounds more racist.
Yeah.
Because that feels like you're ignoring his other character traits and accomplishments just because of how he talks.
Yeah, that's exactly what people are doing.
And it also makes him, you know, more memorable in terms of dialogue.
Which is important.
You know, it's, you know, why I was perfectly okay, you know, with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 4 where the villains all having different accents. It made them easier to remember and pick out amongst the group.
Yeah.
Particularly in, you know, cartoons where, you know, there's no mouth movements coming from certain characters. I mean, I guess you could say, you know, one person said the problem might be in that the...
Okay, so I can have 3 sheep.
Yeah, people thinking it might be... Yeah, but you're only level 3. Not level 4. People thinking
get out of
it might be, you know, offensive is the... Of course, the most memorable things people, you know, spout are, you know, more like the catchphrases and sort of thing, which are more likely to be, you know, the quickie mark lines and such. Yeah. But that leads on to, okay, before I go on to the third problem, the one I'm also really annoyed with. A second thing that kind of got addressed was, oh, what was it again? What was it that made me think of it?
I don't know.
You mentioned it. Yeah. Apparently the comedian described Apu's polite behaviour, welcoming Homer into his house, can I get you anything sort of thing, cooking dinner, as servitude.
What?
As the Servidian behaviour.
You mean being a polite house
Being
guest?
a polite house,
Hello, Wilbur, do you want to come to the birth...
What do you call the opposite of the house guest? The house owner? Presenter? Receptor?
The homeowner.
Homeowner. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
That's a little bit trickier with the sleep one. Because you kind of rock.
Yeah, it's like bouncing off of stuff. Have some shit.
But no, he described it as servitude. Which is like, no, that's being polite. He is a polite person. He had good manners.
It's like Americans don't fully understand.
Other characters have done that as well. With a bit more snark to them in The Simpsons, but...
Come on.
It's not wrong. You could have just done that lower one, but just fine.
Hey, it's everyone's favourite section. Except I don't get a platform.
Yeah, wow, they realised that they'd made her too strong. She is too powerful. We need a way to make some challenge.
We'll just remove platforms.
And the third thing, which I find most annoying, the other thing people said that need to be addressed, to be fixed, he works in a small shop store. He shouldn't be in retail.
Oh god, it's almost like people have jobs.
Which kind of rolls into a line that I've seen a lot of people kind
stickers
of...
have been moved.
I've seen a viewpoint that isn't uncommon, that seems to be quite often presented in both media and by people...
Retail being a lowly job?
Seeing retail as demeaning.
Yep.
Which ticks me the heck off, because my work in retail is the most fun I had in a job. You know?
Yeah.
It's an important part that everyone has to do. It's more important than a lot of jobs, because you need people in retail.
You do, yes. It's a very important job.
You need store owners. You need shops to run.
I find
Maybe it's not something some people nowadays can think of because they just buy everything off online, as Amazon runs a slave trade business.
Yeah. I find it somewhat demeaning because people treat it like a demeaning job. People go out of their way to make it unpleasant to work in retail. Because they're scum.
I was lucky. I never found that problem.
I
the
wish.
problem was more so, was actually my fellow workers kind of perceiving the people they were serving as expecting them to treat them that way.
Inherently pessimistic because they've been grown used to people treating them like trash.
Yeah. Whereas I never once the closest I experienced was some people angry about, effectively, the tills. The thing is, I could understand why they were angry. The tills were terrible.
Yeah.
Because the computer system was all connected up to one another, so if one store had troubles, all stores had troubles.
Yeah,
it wasn't something that I was ever going to fault them for, because I understood their anger, because as a customer, I could put myself in their shoes and think, yeah, this would annoy me too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, a bit more patience would be appreciated, but I understand people have things to do and lives are a lot more busy nowadays.
Yeah.
And of course, it is very annoying in the, if you were allowed to, if I was given an ability to do other sort of ways of handling the problem, I could have served them much quicker.
Yeah, that seems very much like a problem with the particular place you worked at.
Well, it's kind of like, the fact that everything has to be put on through a computer nowadays.
Well, there's that as well.
But I could have done it with, via paper, recorded it down. But there's no way for me as a, as a lowly retail employee to then put that information back onto a computer. It has to be done there and then.
Yeah.
And, again, when people need help, I'm not allowed to leave the counter unless I log off.
Whereas we have a lot more, in where I work, we've got a lot more versatility. We can actually help people and do our jobs.
I also think, though, that, where I worked kind of meant that I got better people, though, because you have a very specific store that a lot of people buy without having full information on.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are buying gifts for people. Whereas the one I worked at was a general store. But yeah, retail was a lot of fun. It should never be seen as demeaning. It is an important, vital job to have.
No job should be seen as demeaning. People say things like the garbage man and such.
They get paid a lot. They get paid like 10 quid an hour. They get paid more than like 10 quid plus an hour, and they only have to work like 4 to 6 hours in the morning.
Yeah, but no one wants to do the job because it's seen as demeaning, which is why they end up getting paid a lot because there's no one doing it.
I kind of wish that also could be true for retail.
It's like a very important job as well. Like, if they didn't take our trash, then who would?
I mean, The Simpsons had an whole episode about the importance of the garbage man.
Ooh, that's close. I mean, what, will we just rely on raccoons? Actually, can we replace our garbage men with nothing but raccoons? Please. I want a bunch of cute raccoons.
I don't know, I think it must have been on Beerbob's Twitter, or maybe it was your Twitter. I like sort of thing of this school janitor who has to every morning open up the school bins to the big bins outside to let out the raccoons.
Christ, I missed.
And there's like a family of raccoons who will go and dip in each night and then leave.
I think that's both of ours, because I think I saw it from hers and then I liked it. Because
by the way, check out that collab we did together.
That's a thing.
Yeah. You can see it from both our angle and her angle.
That was my pitch.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Ow.
Well, they can't say it's not. You can never be accused of false advertising. The first time you're encountering challenge, and of course it's this section. But yeah,
I don't think that really counts as challenge.
Sure, Apu has a
doctorate.
He could move on to other things.
But he does what he loves.
But it's been presented from the one time he got fired from the Quickie Mart. He loves working at that store. He meets a lot of people through it. He enjoys the work. He works hard at his job. And it is not a demeaning job to have. You shouldn't think less of someone, even if they've got university grades or whatever, because they work at a store. Again, like the Brian thing, he's got a PhD, and he also worked as a musician. It wasn't demeaning at all to what qualification he had.
In fact, Brian actually quit his science job so he can continue making videos about Danny's penis.
Yes, he focused more on musician work over his science degree.
He gave up like a full science job.
And it's not demeaning at all. Fair play to him. He enjoys it.
Yeah.
And he has regularly shown that Apu enjoys working in the store. Doctor or not, you do what you want to. What you want to do in life.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. Otherwise, you get very bored.
If the job's fun, who cares if it's some grand job or not? It's going to be the thing you're going to be doing almost every day. You might as well make sure it's the thing you're going to enjoy doing almost every day.
I'm very angry about this.
Well, because I guess it's because I like retail. My retail experience was, I kind of get annoyed when, your customer complaint thing, even though, of course, it's a different environment, simply because I can't truly relate to it because I had nothing but wonderful customers.
Yeah, so many of my customers.
My closest problems was a few customers who got angry because, again, problems with the computer. They're, like, oh, why don't you do this? It's like, I can't do this. I'm not allowed to. I would love to do this. Like, it would have been quicker if you did this. I know it would be quicker, but I'm not allowed to do it. Which, again, I understood their problems, so I couldn't get angry at them. I guess the closest I had to something that kind of annoyed me was, the closest things to annoyances I had was customers who were kind of a little bit shirty with their children. Whereas, there were some I was great, that I did get on well with, and a lot of the customers really liked how I interacted with their children a lot. Making a lot of jokes. Like, there was one kid pretending to be a monster, so, of course, I immediately had to do the entire transaction like a monster. It was the law, The
law!
And one, I must admit, my very last transaction, I messed up on.
Yeah,
because the customer, I think they were getting stuff for, either a pie or like a sports cup sort of thing. Because they picked up, like, the box of the bar of chocolates and put it down. The whole box. And I think they got, like, £1.82 off. Because, like, just so much of it. Like, they were doing, like, a specific way. They wanted to pay half, like, a part of it with a card, a part with cash, and then a part with another card.
Yeah. Other customers do stuff like that.
Like,
normally they ask if it's okay, which is like, yeah, sure.
Well, yeah, because, like, I could understand who it was, but it was... I'm assuming it's because, someone was paying part, someone was paying other. Part of it was probably business. It seemed like he was buying it to put on for, people to grab sort of thing.
Yeah.
or even Ceylon himself. You know, again, like the sports club that we used to help Silverwing out with.
Yeah.
You know, refreshments. But yeah.
Oh, I've already got all the stickers.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's crush
So I heavily
Wilbur.
disagree with the complaints regarding Apu. I disagree that his accent is somehow offensive.
No, Liam would have never got that vibe.
And I disagree that politeness somehow means subservience. You know, it's like, be polite to people, you know? And I really dislike accusing retail of being a demeaning area of employment.
Never would have guessed that one.
So yeah, that's any thoughts of your own?
Line.
Good news for you! It looks like I'm available all day. I can attend your pie, but you'll need to babysit my pet Wilbur while I'm gone. But I'll be at the slumber part. Now. Caring for Wilbur is easy peasy. Even someone like you can do it. He devours memories of mortal beings once in the morning and once at night. Also, he's got a goopy eye, so his vet has prescribed 4 brimstone boulders daily. Apply them directly to the exposed pupil. He hates it, but it's for his own good. You'll get a hang of it. Let's see if you got all that. Also, I think I've got a spot on my eyebrow because I was scratching my eyebrow and it's like, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah, spots on the eyebrows suck. I don't see why Apu should be removed.
Low maintenance pet.
That's kind of my opinion. You've basically covered everything, I think, with your 20-minute round.
Passive comment. I'll put the link to the 45 minutes of Hot Degree Demon. Although then again, there is those images. Okay, warning with the link. I mean, it's not like there's far more explicit you can get, but it's kind of like there's only numbers really blocking, you know, the full Monty of everything.
Penis.
No, I mean, there's other ways to say it. You know, Jolly Rogers, the Jiggly Piggly, you know, all that. Weed Whacker.
Oh, I've just burnt my mana.
You fool! You've doomed yourself!
I mean, Wilbur's going to be the longest fight because he's set damage values. Can I just...
Well, I said 4 instead of 6.
I don't know, I didn't really pay attention. You don't normally put 6 of the things in his eye. You normally put 4.
No.
Because you do 3 rounds of slapping the eye around. Which his eye comes out. His eye just casually pops out of his head.
This is how to care for your pets.
Yeah. Wow.
This might be the hardest one just because of how much slower Shantae's attack is. It doesn't matter her strength of the attack.
Yeah, that's my point. It's like a set fight. You can't speed it up with damage.
So it's interesting that this is the hard part.
Wilbur.
Of, you know, Ultimate God Pyjamas Shantae.
You suck, Wilbur. No one loves you.
Oh yes, talking of superpowers and all that, I was very happy of the comment section of Alpharad's My Hero Academia One's Justice Hero playthrough.
Yeah.
Because Alpharad commented that because he was playing for the story and he got to the part where it's Ediverse staying, and he commented, no, let's be real here. When you've got all these characters in this game, is seriously anyone considering picking Ida here? And the comment section was just people go, don't you insult our boy Ida!
Ida's great.
As my third favourite character, because people will find out that 2 characters introduced in the next season will quickly usurp to the top.
There are people that don't like them.
I don't understand. I can understand if you think they weren't fully utilised, like they should have been, you know. Undervalued, just being thrown into one, one yet again a deco fight.
Yeah.
You know, the wasted potential maybe, but you know, they somehow introduced best guy, best girl, and best OTP with a single pair of characters.
The current arc is great because I haven't seen Deku.
Yeah, that's actually the best part of it. Like, I liked Deku, but there's a case of too much exposure.
Yeah.
Wilbur? Aw, he's sleeping like a baby.
I think I killed him.
Does this mean you'll come to my slumber party? I might be able to make a surprise appearance. No promises. Don't worry, I can keep the secret.
Cinderella.
I'll forget this conversation ever happened. Huh? Forget? Don't forget anything, girl. She's so funny. That takes care of that. Better move on. I've still got lots of invites to hand out. Next on my list, Ammo Baron.
How many times have we killed that woman?
I'm quite surprised he didn't taste Twitch and Vinegar as well. Well, I guess this is the final part of the playthrough that we're doing.
Twitch and Vinegar are probably going to get very upset because
Shantae didn't give them an invite.
Yeah, so she's going to have to... That's why they're going to attack.
Oh, well, yet again, you're blasting your way through all this.
Yeah. Tearing it apart. A level an episode.
Mm.
So,
Oh, yeah, I brought up the Eda thing simply because of that last Spoken to Hero chapter.
Yeah.
Where Eda, my boy, is going to wreck stuff!
My boy! Right, for now, see ya, I guess.
Cheerio!